Hi and welcome to my new channel, Sacred Sites Explorer. This is something I've always enjoyed doing myself, so I thought I'd share it with others. This is somewhere I've always come to relax and reflect on life. We're going to start with this lovely church, St Peter and St Paul in Newport, Pagnell, Buckinghamshire. It is believed that it was built around 1350 and it has the River Ouse circling around it. There are many ghost stories surrounding this cemetery, including a grey lady who wanders around, monks, as there used to be a monastery nearby, and spirit swans that are seen floating around on the river. As I approach, I can see just how beautiful this church is, and now let's have a walk around and see what we can find. The headstones on the floor, that's a great idea. It's better than disposing of them. We can walk around, we can have a look, and everyone will be remembered as we're walking along. It's lovely. Tombstones everywhere. They have stood the test of time. Lovely greenery. It's really pretty. You can go down here and there's stones, lots of them, before we even enter the graveyard. These are the tombstones of past vicars, which are really close to the church. Continue down the path, and I can see a really nice tomb over there. Go and have a nose. Lovely medieval church. Right, let's have a look at this one. Wow, it's really old, but still really nice. A little bit unreadable now. It's not surprising, the age of it. It may be of significance, but I can't quite read it. So let's go around here now, actually into the main graveyard. Over the bridge. Lovely time of year with nice leaves, all different colours, really sets the scene. And I think I might have a little helper over there, a little squirrel. Is that spiritual? Hello. My assistant for the day. Sid the squirrel. Right, as we go down here we can see how vast it is. Massive trees, loads of bushes. We've got a pretty path to walk down. Loads of stones. I think we'll have a closer look at some of them. There's quite a few broken and fallen down, which is a shame. And he looks like he's waiting for me. So we'll continue down this pretty path. There's just headstones everywhere. It's lovely with all the trees and bushes and leaves, headstones hidden underneath them everywhere. Now that looks like a nice stone. I'll just mosey on over and have a look at this one. Another one fallen. There's quite a few that have fallen down and that are broken. It's a shame. Now that looks very nice. That must have been someone maybe important. Let's have a closer look. Wow. Not very readable, but still. Wait. Right, we'll continue down here. And, well, there's trees going through the middle of them. Nature finds a way. Right, this headstone, it's got a symbol on it. I understand that these initials are the first 3 letters of Jesus in Greek. Right, we'll continue down the path. Lots of tombs here. We'll go down this hill now. It's surrounded by the River Ouse, which makes it even prettier and more peaceful. We've got the ducks and the fish, and let's hope we don't see any ghostly swans swimming down. In the summer, I'm sure it's even more pretty. There's another entrance over there. There's the River Ouse. The River Ouse actually surrounds the church. Wow, there's loads of gravestones. Lots of people buried here. Newport Pagnell was named after Fort Pagnell, Lord of the Manor. That's where it got its name from. And this church has been rebuilt over the years. In the 14th century, the tower was destroyed and the nave was rebuilt. I can hear voices. Let's hope it's not the grey lady coming with me. Let's go up this hill now. This looks interesting. I'm surprised in what condition they are. Right, here we have another symbol on here. It looks like a family crest on the back of the headstone. That's quite nice. Here's another important one. We'll have a little look, try and see how old it is. 1869, 1860, it looks like. Very old. These ones sit on top of a little hill under the trees, which is really nice. Another broken one. I wonder whose job it is to actually come and mend these stones. Probably the families of these people. I do wonder how many generations of relatives come and visit their ancestors' graves. That'd be interesting to know. Well, no swans yet floating down the river, or ducks for that matter. In fact, there's nothing yet floating down the river. Now that's a lovely spot for reflection. We'll continue down the path. I would have liked to have found the oldest headstone, but there's so many of them, I can't look at all of them, but many of them are early 1800s. Burials are believed to date back 300,000 years and have been a significant aspect of cultural and religious traditions. This one looks like the top of it's been replaced for a new one. Nice and shiny. Cemeteries always remind me of the graveyard shift, where you do a night shift in the graveyard, listening out for bells signalling a person being buried alive. And aren't we glad that that no longer happens today, hopefully. wonder if that tree was planted at the top of that grave, coming straight through the middle of it. But here we are approaching a hidden gem. This lovely memorial has a bricked up doorway and lots of plaques on it. All these plaques are from the Taylor family, and these words mean death, the door to life. The Taylor family were the founders of the Taylor's mustard, which I believe you can still get today. William Taylor founded it 1798 to 1863. It started off as mustard powder to what we know it is today. Real so far. It's a shame there isn't still a door on it so we could go in, but for obvious reasons we can't. This is definitely a well-kept cemetery. The grass is cut and there's lovely well-kept paths, and it's definitely peaceful. There are a few benches where you can sit and reflect and just enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. It's always sad to see the small graves of the little ones that have gone too soon, which brings us to our next headstone that we're going to have a look at. Now I know this headstone was replaced recently because it's a special one. It reads, "Lovingly remembered for the babies born asleep and buried in the vicinity of this memorial when the approach to this sad event differed from the views which society holds today. May they rest in peace in this tranquil area which he holds today." Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you for the next one.